フレイムカッターノーム召喚ペガセンいい音
I have said this time and time again before. When it comes to my personal taste, especially when it comes to isekai, there's this subgenre of what would be deemed like mid to just okay isekai that I just absolutely love. More recently, this past season, Spirit Chronicles and Arifureta. These are two of my favorite anime, like, of all time. World's Finest Assassin, Eighth Son, Wise Man's Grandchild, Knights and Magic. There's this subgenre of, like, isekai anime that I absolutely adore. And I have rewatched a bunch, right? In another world with my cell phone. Like, there's just these subgenre of anime that I have just watched multiple times, like through the season, whether they have season ones or like Eighth Child, Wise Man's Grandchild, World's Finest Assassin only have one season. Knights and Magic, I think, only had one season. And I've watched them over and over again. Sometimes when I get bored or like, I'm going to play Pokemon today or whatever. Like, I'm just going to throw on something in the background. I'll throw on one of these anime. I love when I find an anime that kind of fits that narrative, that kind of fits that bill. And I'm a noble, and this is a big, big, big mouthful. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. I'll just call this one Noble on the Brink of Ruin. I'll just slim it down to the first sentence. This had everything that I look for, that charm and entertainment value. That had everything I'm looking for in a show that I can be really invested in, that I understand is not going to win like some kind of anime awards. It's not going to stand up there with like, Don Da Don or Solo Leveling this season or, this year or whatever. Like, I understand that. But for me, sometimes these shows kind of stand above those for me personally on what I end up enjoying. Also, by the way, if you're finding my channel for the first time, I'm Dom. I'm from the Otaku Room, and welcome to Winter 2025 season. I review animes all season long. So with this one, it instantly hooked me, right? This dude died. Excuse me. Ew, gross. Ow. This dude died, and he was, he's older, and he was going through some work event or whatever, and he was throwing back some drinks. He must have passed out, and dude just died, okay? So first off, if you didn't catch it, that's funny. Then he meets the goddess, or a goddess, who takes a liking to him. And she reincarnates him in this world as the fifth son of this noble family or whatever. And this dude's name is Liam Hamilton. So he's the Hamilton's fifth son. And the thing for him is his dad originally wanted a girl because his family is on the brink of ruin. And his family is third generation. So the whole thing in this world is that if, once you hit third generation, you need to accomplish something for the empire, for the kingdom, to keep your noble status. If not, you get put to be a commoner. You're no longer participating in the noble society or whatever. So as you can imagine, in these types of fantastical worlds, not being a noble from one is a huge blow to people. So it's like, it's they can't even fathom what it would be like, right? This dude, he has armies and so he's extremely important. So just on that premise alone, it's fun. And his dad originally wanted him to be a girl so he could marry him off to try and, build up power that way. But he ended up being a boy. So his dad went and tried to get his merit. Instead, by marriage, he tried to go beat some dragon. He lost bad. And it's been a stain on the family. So as Leo comes into the body or whatever, it starts off fun, right? So guy's dead, reincarnates, sees himself in the mirror, finds himself for the first time, kind of begins finding out a little bit about who he is. Wakes up, he has a baby sister. He wakes up during her birthday party. He gets to know his older brother by like a year, and he kind of teaches him the ropes a little bit. And then he finds out that magic exists in this world. And that kind of, re-perks him up. He's like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing in the world. So he learns magic and stuff. And he finds himself a mentor who, for some reason, I guess this dude with a lot of magic power found himself on their lands, and his dad doesn't like him. Taught him magic, learned grimoires. He gave him like a grimoire ring, promised to meet again one day, blah, blah, blah. And he learned a lot of magic really quickly and got really good at it. And has a big proponent for the, for the ability of magic. Began creating charcoal and mana stones and instant noodles and just like a bunch of stuff that he could think up. He created a duplicate of himself to begin selling it. Basically, now he's going to try and fund what he calls his independence. Basically, just in case his family does go kaput, it doesn't really matter to him. He can basically, what really matters in any world is money. So he's just trying to make as much of it as quick as he can, in any means possible to fund that. So all of that is just fun. It's entertaining. It's awesome. I laughed a couple of times during this show. I was really engaged. I think Liam's a cool character. I love the magic part of it. I like that he's learning magic very quickly. I like the fact that his family's on the brink of ruin. I like that he's creating crazy stuff, as he can, as he's kind of learning magic along the way. Everything I look for in these types of shows, it's just nailing all of them. So for me, this might be my favorite new isekai. I don't want to say new show this season because I just got done watching another one earlier called Morocco Karaiwa is impervious to my charms. I think that might be the hidden gem of the season. That one was awesome. And then I also saw the girl I hate at my school I have to marry. That one is also really good too. And then you have this one, but this one's probably the best isekai of the season thus far. And there have been a few isekai that we've watched already. Either I've watched it on one of my channels or I've done a video on it. But Bogus Skill was bogus. We watched one today that I did a video on. It was called Promise of a Wizard. That one was not very good. We watched one yesterday called Zenshu by Mappa. We assume everything Mappa does is going to be great. That one wasn't very good. We have some more coming as well. There's Magic Maker, How to Make Magic. That one looks like it should be pretty good. One of my dark horses picks for the season is called From Bureaucrat to Villainous. Basically, this really old dude gets isekai as a girl. I think that's going to be really a fun time. Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Shopper Online. So Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. There's a couple of other ones that could, fit the bill. But I think for me, this one here today, Noble on the Brink of Ruin, is just, it's hitting all the things I really love about isekai and everything else. So, yeah. Those are my final thoughts, guys. This was a 9 out of 10. I think my reviewer hat, even, I know not every reviewer will agree with me, but I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 with my reviewer hat. And then my personal hat, like personal entertainment value, I think this was a 9 out of 10. This was a fantastic show. So episode 1, I'm a Noble on the Brink of Ruin. Fantastic. Love it. Can't wait for more. The good thing is there's an episode 2 that launched. So right after this, you guys can go check out that video as well. I'll have my episode 2 review and thoughts. I haven't watched it yet. I'm about to watch it right after this, and I'll have another video up for that too. So thank you guys. Appreciate the support. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video, whichever one you happen to watch. Peace.